Hello, my name is Emily Andrews, and I will be giving you guys some insight into business communication today. All right. Business communication is defined as the process of sharing information between people inside of the workplace, and believe it or not, there is a correct way to do so. Effective communication gives a clear message that can be understood and acted upon, and ineffective communication is giving an unclear message that can lead to mistakes, hurt relationships, and overall less productivity. The purpose of business communication is to effectively and accurately relay information in a manner that promotes the business, a project, a goal, such so. All right, why is it important? Some ways that business communication is important can be in meetings, decisions, and in planning. When in meetings, it is important to convey a statement or a message as clear as possible. If not, it can be hard for others attending to stay on track and can jeopardize the integrity of what is being discussed. Following that point, making decisions can be a tough time already. When not properly conveying what each decision can mean, it can be a lot easier to choose the wrong one. Lastly, with planning, in order to plan, let's say a project, each step needs to be explained. And when explaining these steps, especially to a group, using effective communication can make a team work together better and reach the end goal in a timely manner, prohibiting mistakes. Some different types of business communication are oral and written. Oral communication can mean things such as presentations, conversations, and phone calls. It's very important when verbally communicating to practice skills such as active listening, which means being fully concentrated on the speaker, both verbally and non-verbally, and to speak clearly. On written communication, such as emails, letters, and tools, such as agendas, it is important to be clear and concise as well as knowledgeable. Some skills that may help may be long writing and detailed reports. Interpersonal communication is defined as using verbal and nonverbal messages between two or more people. When using interpersonal communication, every person involved uses meaning, encoding, and decoding. Meaning refers to what is intended while communicating, encoding is converting that meaning, and decoding is interpreting the message. Interpersonal communication can be distorted by noise. There's many different types, such as physical and psychological. But what they all have in common is that it can disrupt the meaning of one's message. Following along with interpersonal communication is emotional intelligence and self-awareness. Emotional intelligence means understanding the emotions and therefore handling relationships effectively, and this along with self-awareness allows communication to be overall effective. Global communication is basically how it sounds, communication internationally. When communicating internationally, it's important to have cultural intelligence. That's being able to work with and adopt to other cultural settings. Using research conducted by the Globe Group, such as the 8 cultural dimensions, can make this a lot easier. And researching and following cultural etiquette and customs gives respects and grows foreign relationships immensely. Okay, inclusion and diversity. To pair with global communication is inclusion and diversity. Inclusion is a sense of belonging that's needed in the workplace in order to make progress in multiple different areas. Identity is a sense of self and can be separated into 3 different areas. Identity of origin, such as race, identity of growth, like hobbies or gender, and identity of aspiration, such as goals. A professional identity is a sense of self one assumes when in a professional environment, such as work, and it can include the 3 previously mentioned identities. Authenticity is when an employee feels that they can bring their whole selves to the workplace, and this can be offset by stereotypes, which can cause code switching or presenting a different self to avoid these stereotypes. Some helpful tips when you're starting effective communication can be to be clear and concise, practicing nonverbal skills, being aware of tone and active listening, and trying to keep a positive company culture. Thank you.